Ready?
I'm ready.
Two exciting things. First of all, welcome back to Brooke and Connor Make a Podcast.
Hang on. And
okay.
First of all, happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Happy birthday to you. Yours is coming up as well. So let's not focus on mine.
No, I think we say one thing. We say happy birthday to everyone.
Happy birthday to everyone.
Except everyone except you.
Well, I wouldn't even say that. And I am still, as of today, right now is Tuesday, I'm 28. So.
Well, what's important right now is that you were 22 and tomorrow you turn 23.
Exactly.
And it's gonna be so special. And we talked about 13 going on 30 recently. I feel like you're living in the now. You're
no
living
need to
out
even
loud.
mention 30 though.
No, I did. God, I didn't.
No, you wouldn't.
You have tinnitus.
I'm 28, so all good. But I want to show you what I got myself.
Show us all what you got yourself.
Well, yeah, you as in you all. I got myself this new water bottle, and is it Owala? Because Izzy told me to, and I will do whatever Izzy says. I'm obsessed with my Owala.
Hi. Did you actually Freudian slip copy me?
Oh, wow. You got the all black?
I went the all black route. Yeah.
Very sleek.
Well, I love yours.
Thanks.
Cheers.
I got two. I don't know why I always do that when I get water bottles. I get a home one and a going out one, but then I just use the same one for everything. And the other one is this, but inverted. So it's like pink with a little green accent.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So I appreciate
Which one's
that.
so that's your going out colors?
This is my home one that I also doubles as my going out one. And the other one is unopened.
You're being bad. You can't put this girl in a box.
No, you can't. Speaking of putting something in a box, look what Izzy got me.
Oh, hit me.
It's this little box. And in it says, there's this little slip of paper. It says, occasion. Phoebe Berman's going to lose at release. Date, not yet applicable. Spirit, it's going to be the Veuve Clitorius that she got me right here. And it's a little cork saver for special events. So I'll put the cork of that in here when I pop it for Phoebe's release.
God, there's seriously no one with
that
a brain quite like Isabel's.
There isn't.
She moves in a way that like you can comprehend. The thoughtfulness that oozes out of every pore of Ishi is without comparison. It is phenomenal. Happy birthday. That is so cool.
It's like, it's beyond.
My gift to you.
Listen to what she was going to get me. And then this is not her fault. It is on the fault of Sushifumi. It's no one's fault. It's just listen to what she was going to get me. Is a cake of my favorite roll from Sushifumi. They dropped the ball. But that's just like insane to even think to do, Izzy.
I mean, it's brilliant.
I mean, like,
obviously it goes without saying my gift to you is in the mail somewhere.
Yes. Yes.
I guess like to ship, it's my dad's Father's Day gift is also in the mail somewhere.
Mine
is a crazy thing.
That's a coincidence as mine's is too.
What's funny about my dad's gift is this is the first time in my life where I've been like almost on an Izzy level of ahead of things. And I got him, he doesn't listen, of course. I got him an engraved.
Oh, sorry. I thought we
bag.
were doing a bit. Mine doesn't exist yet.
Oh, well, luckily you can follow suit. Like now, the beautiful thing about being like, oh, it's in the mail is like now everything's on sale for father. They're like, oh, now everything moves forward. I love doing this for holidays. Oh, it's in the mail. As soon as it ends, it's like, oh, everything's on sale. Great way to move, actually, because you go in and let's be present. Let's not open gifts. Let's not forget that the real gift is a present. The presence of each other. Yeah, that's the present. And it's also the present. We're presently present with each other.
Yeah.
So I got my dad this golf bag engraved. I originally got it to say best dad ever. And then my sister called me with such vigor that I was like, oh my God, something horrible's happened. She goes, do not put that on a golf bag. That's the tackiest shit I've ever heard.
I know. I think that's really sweet.
It is a little bit like, cringe, but he loves cringe. Like,
Yeah.
he loves.
The gift
he
is
loves,
not for the public, it's for your dad.
No, but then I couldn't sleep, so I was like, I'm just gonna put his initials on it. Of course, they're like, okay, no worries, we'll do that. Is this needed by Father's Day? I said, yep, absolutely. They go, great. Then they were like, it can't be there. And actively, as they're being like, it can't make it on time, they're also sending me promotional emails saying there's still time to shop for Father's Day. I'm like, you're lying.
Do you need this
And
by
your
Father's
story's
Day?
not matching up.
Yes. Thank you for letting me know. No can do.
Yeah. And back to water bottles for 1 second. When I talk about water bottles, there used to be water bottles called Swell. Do you remember the Swell water bottles?
You're acting like they're like an old fossil of yore. Like,
Well,
yeah, I know what a Swell is.
How trendy are water bottles?
That's really true. It's like such a random thing to be a trend.
They come in and come out. Like, I know that Stanley was an obvious one, but Swell.
Yeah. And
Swell
like,
was,
not to mention Hydro.
Oh God, I use my Hydros still. They're unfortunately somewhere in the mail as well with all my stuff that I'm shipping out. But I heart them. But the Swells were truly here and then gone. And this is like in terms of use case, like kind of low-key unusable. Like,
no,
you had to unscrew it every single time.
Like, it got like there was too much opportunity and too much surface area at the top for it to get gross. Like, there's so much area where you're screwing the top on, you know?
Yeah.
It was always like, I'm not comfortable with it.
Well, so I had one, and this was like maybe sophomore year of college, and I dropped it and immediately dented and couldn't stay up. So I was the kid in class where like my water bottle's rolling off the desk, and every class I knew would go clang, clang, clang. And everyone would look at me and it's like, I don't want the attention of like that kind of attention. You know, it's unwarranted attention. Yeah. So I emailed them, and I also had no money, you know, so I was like, I spent $50 on this. This is like, I need a warranty. And I fought hand, tooth, and motherfucking nail to get a water bottle out of these people. And I'll never forget it.
Did you?
And I got it.
Good for you.
Yeah, I got that.
That's a nice, inspiring success story.
Yeah, that kind of gave me chills when I talked about it.
Yeah.
A good feeling. What are your birthday plans?
I'm going to jail for 5 days.
Cool. What do you mean?
Like, it's mostly unrelated to my birthday, but I missed my second jury duty summons.
Did you respond to it?
Mm-mm.
Where did you receive it?
So, technically speaking, yeah, but I didn't see it. So the first one I got and I received and I read and I postponed. And then I forgot about the postponed date, and that came and went, as things do. Then I did not see the second one because I don't check my mail, because everything's electronic. So why would I be checking my mail? And so I did not see the second one until I got back from New York 2 days ago. And when I opened it, it let me know that my date was June 3rd, which has also come and gone. And so I Googled what happens when you miss jury duty. They said, no big deal if you miss your first summons. If you miss your second, you'll be met with a fine and 5 days in jail.
Well, that just adds to your story.
And you can't bring your own books.
No, they take everything. I still from when I was 19 have $27 that has been almost impossible to receive, and I wish they could have just cash apped me on my way out.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they do operate in a sort of archaic way of everything it has physically, just like mail. Something's going on with like I'm going through puberty, but like in a New Zealand type of way.
An Australian type of puberty way.
I'm going through a New Zealand type of puberty that has been affecting my vocals.
You could do that if you want.
I could, yeah. There comes a time in every man's life where he does become New Zealand. Mm-hmm. He becomes a Yorkie. What is a New Zealand person?
Kiwi.
Not
yeah.
Shih Tzu.
So, I mean, I'm going to have to make some calls for sure.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely like I don't see how I would like that's unfortunately that seems to be like an it is what it is type of situation.
The thing, yeah, it's so tough because I've gotten like parking tickets allegedly, and like they weren't on my. I never physically had them, and they're like, it's too bad. Like,
no, I know. I was googling like, can I just play dumb? And that doesn't. It doesn't.
No,
work.
you can't plead ignorance.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I also missed it, as it turns out, and as you reminded me, I didn't know I had a mailbox last year. Actually, for the past 18 months.
Yeah.
So I asked my landlord, as we all know, I said, how do I get in? She goes, I don't know. I didn't get a key for my mailbox.
It's just like let's stop this like limbo of like some things coming in mail and some things coming via email. Let's just do all email.
Also, how will this be received? Like, hire a permanent jury. No? Like, make that their job.
I mean, it's our civil duty.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
That's a good, I wonder.
I mean, like,
there are people that really want to do it.
Right. I guess the point would be like remain unbiased, but like the judge does hire a jury of peers that like.
No, I guess you really
job.
do need the random, like the mix and the
variation. Okay, hire a bunch of them, and then they get pulled out of a bowl, and they're on call 24/7. I don't know. No one ever asks me, right?
Right.
Like I might have some answers. I don't know, and I'm sure there's some hole that you could poke in it, but like you can poke a hole in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I'm not even going to begin to list the things that you can poke a hole in.
I think there are enough people that want to do jury duty that I could say on my forum, like, not right now. Thank you.
Yeah, because, I mean.
Just not right now.
As long as there's a market for true crime podcasts, there's going to be a market for people that would love to be a juror.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Also, having done I talked about that when I went in college to do that survey to make $400. The eagerness of the individuals in that room that were truly a jury of, I wouldn't even say my peers. I don't know whose peers they were. They were not of this earth. They were there with such like eagerness, so earnestly there that I was like, you guys, like, please, I want to shake you. Like, this is fake. This is a survey.
You know those kids that like
they would love to be on the jury.
You know when there's like 1 minute left in class and someone raises their hand to ask a question?
I was in a room with 12 of those.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, there are so many of those kids. I've been in so many classes with them. They are ripe for the plucking. They would love to do jury duty. Go move forward with them.
You know what? Yeah. But maybe you need someone that truly like, where it's like, I also know it's my civic duty, but it's like, do you really want me in there? I want to go home so bad. Right.
It does beg the question. Do you want someone there who doesn't want to be there? I guess the answer is like, you just won't get picked, but like you need to show up.
Right. I would just,
Let's
like,
do it
what
over
about
Zoom.
a jury of your own peers that are eagerly there to like hear your story on both sides in an unbiased sort of way, not in like an Australian type of way. Like I would be there. Crikey.
Yeah.
Put him in, book him, boys.
Although who knows? I could have met the one, and like that's an opportunity.
I mean, you're gonna could have met this one thing to death. Like he could be anywhere.
He could.
He could be in jail when you go to jail for not showing up. For
Connor, I was already thinking that.
He might be the bailiff.
I was thinking he could be the warden.
He could be the ward. He could be the ward.
He could be the ward. I love it. I love it, man.
It's always to consider. Like it might not even be the ones right under your nose. It might be the ones that show up behind bars.
I saw this really powerful thing. I think it was Eli Rallo that said it. And this actually,
I think it's Ellie.
No, it's Eli.
Oh, I've only ever read it.
What?
I've only ever read it. That's one of those names I only know over text.
Right. Yeah, it's Eli. But and this kind of flipped my attitude about dating. She said that you shouldn't go on dates with the expectation that you're going to meet the one, but you should go on a date with the expectation that this person could possibly introduce you to the one.
That's a good perspective.
It is good enough that I'm almost wanting to change my attitude.
That's massive.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not going to change it quite yet, but if anything
so
could have changed it, it would have been that.
You're in one of those eras right now where like messaging is hitting you in a way where you're willing and able to receive it. Like when I open up like a Dove chocolate and it's like, hey, by the way, like something like keep an open mind.
I'm definitely in one of those phases where like every single like very broad message
applies to you.
Applies to me.
Yeah.
And it's like nothing I've ever read before and it's never been seen by anyone else.
No, like this was meant to find me.
Yeah. Like it's like one of those like you're doing great on the mirrors and it's like holy shit, someone wrote that for me. I am doing great.
Yeah. I'm permanently like that.
Yeah.
Because I think I've always said this. I have this God complex that like hits several times a day, but it's also matched. My two wolves, God complex and imposter syndrome, and they're constantly at battle.
I have need for attention and crippling anxiety. Those are my wolves.
Heard.
Yeah.
Word. Heard. Real as fuck. By the way,
real as all hell.
Real as all shit.
Real as all get out. Hell no.
Okay. Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank the sponsor of today's episode, CashApp. You know what? You've heard of it. You use it. I'm using CashApp constantly. I have run into so many problems previously with certain apps that like I have to log in. You know, I have to use a third party web. Have you ever had that, Brooke, where you like have to log in with like a third party website? And it's like I don't even know how to access my money now.
Yeah.
Or I don't know where it goes.
It's always scary to do that.
Yeah. I'll be like
high.
Take our high. Anyways, I mean, it shouldn't be shocking that like I don't understand how to use certain things, but it is scary when you're throwing cash around.
Well, thankfully, Connor, CashApp is a safe, easy, and fast way to send, receive, and transfer money to family and friends. It's super easy to get started. You just enter your phone or email and some other basic information, no bank account needed. Your money shows up right away, and if you're about to send money to a sketchy account, a scam warning pops up so you can double check your transaction.
I love CashApp because it was so easy to make my account. I was like, I don't have it. And someone was like, literally just download it. It took 2 seconds to make. I find myself always jumping over to CashApp. You know where I use it the most? Bathroom attendants.
Ooh.
And I'm like, yeah, guess what? Because I have CashApp and it's like, ding, and it's done.
Smart.
You know?
Very smart.
Thanks.
For a limited time only, new CashApp users can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real, there's no catch. Just download CashApp and sign up. Use our exclusive referral code, BNC10, in your profile. Send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's CashApp.
Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Cornbread Hemp. You guys know how much I love a drink that takes the edge off. You guys know how much I love talking about the drinks that take the edge off. But I love ones that don't come with any guilt. And Cornbread Hemp's THC seltzers are the answer. Obviously, I've talked about how much I love a good THC seltzer. I had them delivered to a restaurant I was at recently because I didn't feel like drinking a margarita. And it was...
A THC seltzer that tastes and feels amazing for spring and summer. That is what Cornbread Hemp is, okay? This is a low-calorie drink with only 30 calories and 5 grams of sugar, made with pure THC and all natural ingredients. Each can has 5 milligrams of THC. Perfect for unwinding and kicking back without alcohol or a hangover. With 4 flavors to choose from, you can't go wrong.
Right now, Brooke and Connor listeners can save 30% off their first order and enjoy free shipping on orders over $75. Head to cornbreadhemp.com/BNC and use code BNC at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/BNC, code BNC. Cornbread Hemp. This is the good life. Listen, you are glowing in a way that could only be seen in Cannes. And hello, guys. We are not joining you from Cannes, though. I'm sure everyone's wondering. Wow, you guys are really glowing. This is not a South of France glow. Brooke, I want to be earnest with you right now.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Cannes.
Yeah, I know that, but you're saying I'm glowing?
Is that all you heard out of that? I'm doing a bit.
You're what?
I want to be earnest with you right now.
Right.
Did we do something to piss off like the country of France or something?
Oh, I thought you were going to be earnest with me about how much I'm glowing.
No.
Okay.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you, Connor. It's my fake freckles. I just
love
think
we
don't
zoomed out right there.
What? It's hard for me to hear you when I'm talking over you.
Sorry. I think there is a little delay. Go ahead.
I don't remember what. Oh, did we do something to piss them off?
Why are we there? Like,
I just don't think we have. I don't see why we would be there. What would we do?
Smoke a cigarette and have an Aperol spritz. Like, is that not enough these days?
Yeah. I mean, hey, man. I'd love to go one day.
Me too. I wouldn't go today if I was invited. I could not imagine getting on a flight to Europe.
See, I feel like you're in this space where you're seeing a lot of like colleagues and people going. I haven't really seen that.
That's all I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And it's people like, I'm like, what are you doing over there? No, tell me.
Yeah.
But also don't tell me.
I do want to go on a trip. Then this is the thing that I always come back to. It's like, damn, like I really want to go on a brand trip like that or some sort of festival like that. But it's also like, it would probably be better for everyone if I just went on my own time.
No, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need me speaking.
Like
on a
we
panel.
can go to Cannes like for a vacation. Like we're in a good position to be able to do that.
I like the idea that they have a schedule of things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we are doing this, this, and this.
I see. I would definitely prefer to not do that schedule.
No, but I do. They have free time too in between stuff. But I do like the idea. It's like, oh, like I have this thing.
I'm just
and
trying to
that's the
make
reason
you feel
I'm
better.
here. Yeah. Well, thanks.
NP.
The other thing. Wait, what was I gonna say?
Well, earlier
ahead if
you
you
had
have
mentioned that I was glowing.
Yeah.
It's because of I was in the splash zone.
Go ahead and just explain.
In like a huge way. I was in the splash zone last Friday. I saw Just in Time on Broadway.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I see.
And you guys know, I think I spoke about how I live in a state of constant regret that I never got tickets to see the original Hamilton cast. And so from that moment on, I vowed like, this is what I'm going to spend my money on, is like these types of experiences. And so I definitely splurged for the best seats in the house for Just in Time. And so I was like, genuinely, I went with Gabby and my mom and Pop-Up, got us all tickets. We were in the show. Like Gabby and I had a table. Oh yeah, that's my story. That's my vantage point. I love the guy. So we were in a table, like cabaret style seating, and he was like interacting with the tables in a way that was like, holy shit, hell no. And he actually said something to me and Gabby at the beginning of the show. You want to hear?
Mm-hmm.
First he came out and he was like, hey, I'm Jonathan. And then he spoke a little bit as Jonathan. That was great. I really loved meeting him. And then he transitioned into Bobby Darin, who he plays. You actually know Bobby Darin. He sings Somewhere Beyond the Sea and a few other things.
Yeah, I know Bobby Darin well.
Yeah, well. And then he transitioned into Bobby, who's kind of like definitely an entertainer schmoozer. And then he looked at me and Gabby. Oh, no, he said, for the next 2 hours, you're mine. Okay, he said that to the whole crowd. Then he turns to me and Gabby and said, especially you two. Are you together? And then I said, yeah. And then he said, not for long.
Did he think you meant romantically?
Mm-hmm. I was confused.
Oh.
I said, yeah. And then once he started talking again, I said, well, we're sisters. But it was too late.
Yeah, I mean, you're sitting at a table together, so that's done.
We look this like pretty similar.
You're twins.
Yeah. But that's fine. It was awesome. And then, you know,
you're a little freaky.
He's a spitter and a sweater. And so it was just the amount of liquid from every orifice. It was like, whoa, holy shit. Whoa, holy shit. And it was actually, I was so in the splash zone that I was in like tier 0 of the splash zone, which means that it was flying over me and onto the unsuspecting victims behind me, which was Pop-Up. And I just kept hearing Pop-Up go, oh, oh my God.
Oh my God. How did you not switch seats with him? I would have expected you to do
Well,
that.
I definitely caught some strays. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
Did you have your mouth open?
it was like a gape the whole time just because of the talent. Like
Wow.
he should have won the Tony. I mean, I love Darren, and I haven't seen maybe Happy Ending. I'm sure it's fabulous, but I mean, the work that he put into this for the past 8 years, Connor. 8 years he's been Bobby Darin behind the scenes.
That's
to see
special.
it come to life, I mean, wow, you guys have to see this if you can. Also, Gracie Lawrence, you know her. I think I've told you about her.
I don't think so.
She is such a talent. Like in the effort that it takes you or I to like burp, like she's opening her mouth and like the most insane sound you've ever heard is coming out.
Oh,
She's
I
know
know
who
who you're talking about. Yeah.
Where it
Because I
just
saw
flies
them
out and you're like, are you even like pushing? You know?
Yeah. I saw them do that song together,
Yes,
right?
you did. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so great. That
Wow.
you got to do
It was
that.
so great. And then I also saw Sunset Boulevard, which you know that one?
Yeah.
That's Nicole Scherzinger.
Yeah.
I'm like in shock by her talent. I'm not in shock, but like I'm in awe of her talent.
Yeah.
It's just like, and I know she's like trained in musical theater, but like I guess I was just not expecting the intensity of her talent. She got a standing ovation after every single song.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be annoying to me.
It was just like you had no choice.
Oh,
it was literally one of those situations where it's like she finishes and it's like, I am compelled by the spirit of the room to stand. Like you have to stand up.
Yeah, I would be like, all right, like, how long are these ovations?
They were like a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm not doing. I could. Jesus could be up there chatting,
and
chatting
she
away.
was.
I would just have to be like, all right, like, you know, this could be overkill. If we stand for everything, you fall. You also.
What do you fall for?
What do you fall for?
Well said.
And vice versa.
But that was like, she's so beyond. And I'm not sure how much I would have loved the show if it weren't for her. And also the guy, Tom Francis, is beyond. But do you know what it's about?
No.
It's like, it's dark.
Well, don't tell me. I am planning on seeing a lot of these things.
Are you?
Maybe at some point.
It's just like you have no idea how lucky you are. You could like walk to the theater tonight and go.
Oh, God, yeah. I could.
Take advantage.
Not tonight.
Take advantage.
Well, last night, you know what I did last night?
What?
So this weekend I got drinks with Meredith, Wishbone Kitchen, Wishbone Kitch, WK, and this will be out. Okay, we may have to cut this. Just I don't know if like it's a surprise, but she, I'll go quick so that we don't have to cut too much just in case. She is like, I'm gonna be on Seth Meyers tonight, or this on Monday, and I go, I have to just ask. Like, you can absolutely say no. Can I come? And she goes, God, yeah.
Bold ask.
I know. I go, I fully invited myself. I was like, I love him so much. She's like, come. And I was like, are you like? I invited myself fully. Like, you're in a tough spot. And she's like, no, come. And then she texted me on Monday and was like, hey, we'll see you at 6 at 30 Rock. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going. I got there. We're in the room. It's obviously, it's same floor, same studio as SNL. Said I was going to the restroom, walked into the stage.
8H?
Yeah. I'm looking at the stage. I go, that's so crazy. So tiny. Seth actually almost has probably has a bigger stage than the SNL stage. But he comes in and introduces himself. Brooke, my heart fluttered away.
I can't even put myself in your shoes.
Now, did he make eye contact at all with me? No. But like when you know someone as well as we know each other cosmically, like you don't need to.
No.
And like we shared something in that room just by like in passing. I was just like, oh yeah, totally. I know what you mean.
You made heart contact.
Heart contact. It was really special.
And he's just fabulous.
Just like just oozing kindness and joy.
Yeah.
And a pure heart. You can tell that man operates with a pure heart.
Yeah. I love the guy.
Meredith just murdered. They were like, so her favorite thing is also day drinking with Seth Meyers.
Yeah.
And so she just like had a great time with him. It was really special.
Oh, that's great.
But Yeah, so I may not be making it to Broadway, but I'm making it to Broadway adjacent.
Yeah, you made it to 30 Rock.
Made it to 30 Rock. I guess I kind of like passed Broadway on the way. I did pass Radio City Music Hall, where I saw Jake Shane's name on the outside of it. I was just like, wow, this is crazy. Because Radio City Music Hall,
friends in high places, huh?
I know. And I was like, wow, that's actually, it's the actual stature of Radio City Music Hall when you're walking by. It's like, oh my God, I'm going to be like in there, like opening for this young man.
You're opening for that.
Yeah.
You should be on there too. Your name.
I don't think that they do openers. Like when I do shows and Maggie and like Xavier or anybody, like it doesn't say, Connor Wood.
Right. Still.
It'll say Fibs and Friends or it'll say Connor Wood.
Anyway, I think you should be up there.
Dang, that's really sweet. If it was like an image, we would, because we took that image together. That was up in Vegas. That was really cool. But it's so exciting. I'm so scared.
When's that show?
June 27th. And I think it's sold out, and I think that's 6,000 people. So that's going to be like...
Ooh, that just gave me a little, like, a lump of coal in my throat.
Yeah, I don't really know how I'm going to operate. That's next week.
This will be your biggest crowd?
God, yeah. That's like a lot of people's biggest... That's like... When I saw Tom Segura, who's like obviously like a well-established comedian in Nashville, and Trevor Wallace opened for him, I think it was 8,500 people, and we're doing 6.
Hold on, let me pull out my calculator for something really quick.
Oh, don't you? I like feel like I know what you're gonna do.
Do you?
Yeah.
There's 6,000 people there.
I think 5 or 6. Do 5 because it's gonna.
Okay. Let's say there's 5,000 divided. Oh wait, no. Okay, hold on. I forgot the zeros. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. I have completely destroyed my calculator app. Where did it go? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, okay. Where's the clear button? Oh, I mean, I sound like my grandma. Okay. Divided by 5,000. Okay, so think about how many people are in that room when you're looking out. Like how many people 5,000 is. You have 74 times that many people following you on Instagram.
Oh, that's insane. I
think
didn't
about
think
that.
you were doing that.
Think about how many people know who you are just by following you, and then how many more people probably know who you are that don't follow you.
That is a really crazy thing.
Yeah.
I guess when I think about, like when we did Vancouver, that was 2,400, 2,500 people, and it was hurting my ears, and I was just like, the absolute vastness of this room is mind blowing. But thinking about that tripled is like, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I have my stuff down. Like I feel good. It's not my show. It's Jake's show. So it's like whatever. But it is like, because there's gonna be like industry there too. So it's gonna. I don't know.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Who would you be, like, out of all of your like comedy idols, like who would you be most scared to perform in front of?
I feel like I'm pretty scared just like how it would be received by any, like even if I didn't look up to them. But I don't know. I feel like any that I really, really look up to, it would just be a bummer if any like a Jim Carrey, you know, like
wow, Jim Carrey.
I know I'm pulling some OGs out, but like that was like my first comedy actor that I really was like, I want to be Jim Carrey. If he was like, I saw this shit ass like kid
that would break
he
you.
Sucked so bad. Like if he said something along the lines of like, wow, they're letting anybody up on a stage at Radio City Music Hall now, I would be like, really, truly, like I would move to a different country and I would be a barista in Bali. Like I would just like start a new life.
That would be the end.
It would just be like really sobering because like when you think about what I don't know. No,
that would be like
letting anybody.
John Green reading Phoebe and being like, "Whoa, they're just letting anyone do this, huh?"
Yeah,
it's like tough to think about.
It would be really like, it would really be like, okay, I'm actually done.
I agree. I would be. Thank you for letting me know. I am done.
because it would like confirm all those things of imposter syndrome where it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna get caught. Like having someone like
been caught red-handed.
that be like, oh, you're actually like you're actually a complete phony.
Yeah.
And you're going to jail for 5 days.
I was trying to figure out a way to connect it to my jail time, but you did it.
I'm actually, we're putting you in jail for 5 days because of how horrible your
put
set
me in
was.
for 5 days and do not ever let me out.
Yeah, I'm good. I live here now.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Oh, I have like a funny thing I wanted to say. So I thought our recording started like an hour before today. And I got a new vacuum because I left mine in with the new tenants of my apartment in LA. I got the same one and I still absolutely adore my Shark vacuum.
Shark vacuum.
Cannot talk about it enough.
I needed a new vacuum.
Like I'm obsessed with vacuuming. And I texted my mom today. I go, I just like, you'd be proud of me. Like I just love vacuuming. She goes, Connor, you've always loved vacuuming. I go, what do you mean? Because one of your first toys, we got you a fake vacuum. She sent me a picture. She goes, you've adored vacuuming.
I remember
forever.
the fake vacuums.
I go, oh my God, don't tell me that I've had like this like addiction
and you say
to
you don't
vacuuming.
have hobbies.
I mean, vacuuming, like, you know what I'm thinking, right? Like, I've loved vacuuming since I was a toddler.
No, what are you thinking?
I'm not going to say it, but.
Like something sexual?
No.
Oh, then I don't know what you're thinking.
I can't say it. I'll get in trouble. Like, fill in the blank.
There's nothing wrong with vacuuming.
No, there's not, but it's just like a weird thing to like have forgotten my love for vacuuming and have refound it in my 20s.
It is fun to like suck stuff up when you get like a big thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun to suck something up when you get a big thing.
Yeah.
But like it's just like it's like a joy that I
Do you have different attachments?
Yeah, of course.
Do you use them?
Yeah, I use them on the couch.
Oof, I'm going to start doing that. I've only ever used the one attachment. I need to get in the corners. I have litter like piling up like sandcastles in the corners.
It's such a guilty pleasure, and it's like not a guilty pleasure at all. But I feel like, oh my God, I can't wait to vacuum. Ugh,
yeah,
I can't. I something I hate.
I understand.
Something I hate?
Vacuuming would be my favorite of the cleaning actions.
Well, this is like one of the when we get to this part where it's like, yeah, out of all the cleaning, we sound like the foodie boy.
Wait, did you see McLovin's WaWa order?
Wow. Ate him up, left no crumbs.
Completely got his ass.
So I can't remember. Oh, McLovin comes on. Brooke sent me this, and I was kind of like in tears, like watching this thing. He goes, "You want to hear my WaWa order?" And they're like, "Yeah, what is it?" And he's like, "You guys are gonna make fun of me for this." And he goes, "Cheese." And they go, "And what?" And he goes, "It's just cheese and bread." And they go, does your mom tuck you in while you eat that? What?
Did they say that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Can we play it?
They really like.
Did Chubb say that?
Yeah. No, the other one.
I don't know the others, unfortunately.
Real quick when I go to Wawa. Hoagie?
I don't even want to know. Is it like just turkey or something?
Cheese.
It's cheese. You get cheese, bro.
It's cheese.
You get cheese and bread.
No meat?
Extra cheese.
No meat? What?
You eat like a toddler.
Does your mom like cut it up into pieces for you?
Easy.
That is sad.
Does your mom cut them up into pieces?
It's a little sad, but
it's a little sad, but it's fire.
It's a little sad, but it's
fire.
Fire. Like everyone should take that sentence. That should be a Bible verse.
Yeah.
It's a little sad, but it's fire. Don't find guilt in things that bring you joy.
He is embracing his guilty pleasure, and he's actually saying, I don't feel guilty. Why should I feel guilty?
I'm not forcing this
pleasure.
I'm not forcing this on you. I'm not ordering your WaWa hoagie with cheese and bread. Also, just like I applaud him, and I also just like, his what's that? Metabolism must be great if like that's his meal of choice.
Well, that's like he's on to something. That's how they do it in France.
I do think that the ingredients are a little bit different at WaWa versus the south of France. Maybe Cannes even.
Sure.
We were throwing cities around. I do think that maybe a hoagie with cheese in can might be good. Even
I
if I wouldn't
love
know.
to like be behind the eyes. That's a really weird way to say. Just like I'd like to be the person who's making the sandwich.
I would be like, oh, easy.
Yeah, I
can
just
do
wonder if
that.
they think he missed a few buttons.
When I was in, where was I that had WaWa that shocked me? Oh, come on,
Virginia?
Richmond, Virginia. It shocked me because I said this last week. I was just like, they're like, yeah, this is the South. But I was like, well, the South doesn't have WaWa. And also people were there from like Boston. And I'm like, Boston's nowhere near the South.
Mhm.
And I digress again.
It
Sorry,
used
you
to
guys-
be the Deep South when we were just the 13 colonies.
Well, I know. That's like where the South low-key like originated.
yeah.
They're like very much the South. But in a way that's like not geographically sound.
Right. Well said.
But whatever, you guys can have it. I'm not fighting you to be the South. But I ordered the most insane WaWa hoagie order at like 3 a.m. It arrived. I clicked every single button. He would not like this sandwich.
McLovin.
I was just like a little peckish after the show.
Yeah.
Seeing as it was 3 a.m. and I didn't drink, so it wasn't like drunk munchies or anything. I ate a 1.5 foot, probably 8,000 calorie sandwich within minutes while watching Hunger Games. Like Hunger Games was on TV, but like I was living Hunger Games in my room. And I ate every single ounce. I actually posted a picture on my story and tagged you. Just like, look at this setup. It was Hunger Games in the background, a foot long, just packed to the brim, newborn baby size sandwich. And I was like, I'm in heaven.
Well, tell us
I
what
wasn't
you
even-
got in the sandwich. You're giving us all blue balls.
Oh my gosh. I wish I could pull it up, but like, it was like, I think it was like an Italian, but with jalapenos, 2 types of cheese, lettuce, tomato, onions. It was everything.
You got the works.
Like
You got the works.
I got the works. Oil.
I love their
God.
oil. I wish they
Oh my
sold
God.
their oil.
I don't even need to go to Cannes. I was living the dream right
Yeah.
there. It was so damn delicious. I was so happy. And then obviously, like I had one person be like, every time you post a picture of food, like it makes me physically feel nauseous. And I got embarrassed and I deleted it. And obviously you got a notification that I tagged you on my story at 3:30 in the morning. And you probably were like,
I was curious about it because it was gone.
yeah, it was a picture of
gone as quickly as it went up.
my nasty, it did look like a dumpster. Like if you,
You
It
need
probably
to
looked-
totally take on McLovin's mentality with your food posting. It might be sad, but it is fire.
it might be sad to you, but it's fire to me.
Yeah.
One man's sad is another man's fire.
Completely.
Yeah, I mean, I was so happy with it, and this is me reclaiming that hoagie. Like, I was so like content.
Let's put a picture of
So.
it up if you have it.
I didn't save it. Like, I even went to send it to you to be like, no, like this was my sandwich, and I didn't even save it. If you're on my Snapchat, I did post it on Snapchat too.
Okay.
But
Last thing I'll say about the
Um,
Foodie Boys, I guess what my favorite thing about them is that they could have made a podcast about anything and they chose to make it about food.
and what I like about making it about food is that a podcast at its core is just audio, and they're just talking about something that is like so reliant on video and like actually eating it and chewing it up and swallowing it. And that's a very bold take.
Well, it's just like the fact that like these are like 4 boys or 3 and Chub Perm, who does have a more sophisticated palate. But
Yeah.
the rest of them are eating buttered noodles probably every
Right.
night. And they said, let's
Right.
do a food podcast. And I admire it. Don't let anyone
What's
put you
nice
in a
is that
box.
we're meeting them at ground zero, and we're gonna watch them grow. You know, like these are boys that are at the beginning of their palates.
They are redefining what it
They're at the
means
starting point.
to be a food blogger.
They really are.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that we should, you know, and it might be sad to you to look at buttered noodles, but like maybe it's fire to them.
To me,
you know?
it's fire.
Yeah, and that's all that really matters.
I agree.
What we can speak about is I had a groundbreaking idea.
What? Sorry, I've been
Potentially
picking my
groundbreaking.
lips from ground zero of this podcast.
I know. I mean, whatever. It's the time of the year where lip picking is in. I had this idea And now that I'm about to say it out loud, it's gross. But I think that they should introduce like this thing where like if people leave leftovers on their table at a restaurant, like, and I'm willing and able to like, maybe that's a dish that I wanted to try and I kind of chickened out, but then it went to them and they get up and leave. I want to take a bite. I want to try it.
My friend Lindsay does that.
I think I think you should opt in when you go into a restaurant to be like, I'll be the rat tonight. You know, like I'll go up, I'll clean up everybody's table. I want to do like the sampler, but it's just people's leftovers. I think that would eliminate a lot of
But like you
food
don't know
waste.
whose food that was.
Oh, I would
Like
look.
it could be some guy that was sneezing all over his fries.
Yeah. So I would definitely need to like see them, create a narrative about these people, and then decide if I want to take a bite or not.
Right. I don't see anything wrong with it if they're just going to throw the food out.
Yeah, good. Okay. I agree.
I really don't.
It's a huge issue in food waste.
Yeah, food
No
waste
one-
is a huge issue.
Yeah, I did do it for a little bit in college. I would go up and I'd just like, can I try that? If someone ordered like a dessert for the table and they like didn't even touch the cheesecake, I'd be like, can I have that cheesecake? And the waiters would literally always be like, yeah, I don't care.
Like you ask the waiter that or the people at the
Yeah,
table?
I was like, can I have that? So they don't like see me going up
Dude,
and
the
like
waiter or
clearing
the
their,
people at the table?
the waiters, not the people at the table because they were already on their way out.
Interesting.
Did you hear the news?
Which piece?
They're doing away with pennies. And I
Are you
actually had a
serious?
yeah, like the actual currency pennies. Coins.
Where did you hear this?
It's common. They're done producing pennies. Like they're going out of circulation.
Is this true?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Will there be another 1 cent currency
No,
or
they're doing-
just starting at 5 now?
They're doing away with it. And of course, I had a bad dream about only having pennies last night. And I was like, all I have is
Oh,
pennies.
that's an interesting stress dream.
Well, it's just like my body's constantly looking at new ways to sabotage me. And it's like, why would I ever be carrying only pennies? But I did it.
Do you think we'll still be able to use the pennies? Yeah,
I
right?
don't
Because we
think
can
so.
still use silver dollars.
You know, and they don't produce
And
those
$2
anymore. I feel like they
bills.
do.
No, I don't. Do they? There's no way. They still do produce silver dollars, but they're primarily produced for collectors and investors, not for
Yeah.
general
Well, I think-
circulation.
I feel like because of inflation, things are so expensive that like it actually makes 0 sense for people to have pennies. I think it costs more than a penny to make a penny too.
It's just always pissed me off so much that a nickel is bigger than a dime.
Yeah, rightfully so. You're valid. I think it's funny that we have coins because it makes me feel like I'm a pirate. Like I have the blooms.
When's the last time you've used coins?
I've never had a memory of using a coin.
I haven't had cold hard cash like in my hands for like years.
I haven't had a coin on my person. Well, when I've had to do laundry and put coins in, like I have to go seek out coins, but it was hard for me to find.
Yeah. The only coins I have are pennies that I pick up if they're lucky. Do you pick up
And I'm always
heads up penny?
Yeah, I do. And if they're not on their heads, I flip it over.
Me
for them
too.
to- yeah. But I also think that I think I made this up. I always pick up a penny on heads and I put it in my left shoe.
That I've never heard.
I think I made it up. For some reason.
It sounds right. Like it
Yeah, but
sounds
it annoys the
logical.
crap out of me and I can't stop doing it just in case it is real.
Yeah. I mean, power to you. It seems like that'll do something. Putting a penny in your left shoe on your wedding day. Connor.
Oh my God, I hear wedding bells.
Eee.
Wait, is that where I heard it?
Maybe. Maybe
I'm
someone
on-
did it at
I'm
a
on-
wedding. You go to a lot of
I'm on the subreddit r/coins going ham.
You should collect.
I have
Take
collections.
it seriously.
I have so many coins.
You should get one of
My
those booklets. Like the Pokemon
I
card
have one.
booklets, but coins.
I have a coin book.
Use it.
It's in my keepsake at my parents' house.
That's not doing anything for you over there.
What would I do with it if it was here? Like,
Collect.
look at it. I do collect.
Display.
You don't put your collections on display.
That's exactly what you do with your collections.
Oh, I've just spotted a bug that I've never seen in my life. and it wasn't on my wall when I got here.
What can you
Oh, it has
describe it?
one antenna. What are you doing with one antenna? It seems to be still. You just stay in your area, and I'll stay in mine. It's so dangerously close to my head, but it's also over there.
Is it winged?
I can't tell right now. It's walled. It's on the wall and it's been stagnant. I don't like the look of it though.
Remember, all it wants to do is exist.
I'm not gonna squash it. I can't tell if it's moving every time I look. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! I had a dream. I was in. Oh my god! I had a dream that I was SpongeBob when he gets on that bus and it's not Bikini Bottom and it's Glove World, and I was SpongeBob and the bus kept leaving me.
At rock bottom?
I was scared half to death.
You
And I
are like
finally
having
found-
too many stress dreams to the point where it's like either stop taking things before bed.
I don't take anything.
Nothing?
No, I
Then
didn't take
therapy.
anything last night. Yeah.
Yeah. How's that
Well,
going?
I met a therapist this weekend.
No, okay, but like not in a client, not in a professional way.
No, not in a professional way by any means. And she's actually not a therapist yet. She's in school.
Okay.
But she knows therapists and she's connecting me. And you know who she was with?
Who?
Your cousin Ben.
Wait, cousin Ben was sending me pictures of you two. I didn't know
I
you
know.
you guys knew each other.
Well, so I hadn't seen him in real life yet.
This is just my cousin that lives in New York. Yeah.
And I like didn't. So I'm thinking in my head, he comes in very hot.
Yeah,
Like in a way that would, like not in a bad way, just like a very friendly way. And I was like,
Well, my family like thinks they know you, like you are a part of the family. Like my mom and pop like got off the train to see just in time, and they were like,
Aw.
"Where's Connor?" And it's like, why would he be at Penn Station?
dang, I wish I should have been there. That would have been funny.
So that explains
But-
that.
Obviously, Hot Ben comes up
Yeah.
and he's like blah blah blah, and I'm actively using context clues because I'm like, okay, he's mentioning Brooke. Let's send Brooke a picture. I'm like, Brooke, like this man wouldn't have Brooke. So, and I was thinking, I have a hunch this is Ben.
Were you feeling like he looked like an Averick?
Yeah,
He's got the Averick eyes.
he does. And then I was like, I was right the whole time. Like I did have the feeling immediately it was Ben, but I haven't seen him in person. I didn't know he was tall. Like he's not tall, but he's like, I don't know.
I think he's like 6 foot.
Yeah. So we're like the same height. I'm a little
Yeah,
taller,
exactly.
but I'm seeing it. I'm talking to him. I'm like, oh my God, this is Brooke's cousin finally. And then we were talking. We were having a great time. honestly.
Really?
Yeah. And then obviously send you a picture. And I get your cadence and you're like, be careful. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why'd you say be careful? I didn't know if it was in reference to me or him. And I was just like, oh boy.
He's
But-
a wild guy.
Right.
The two of you together makes me nervous.
Yeah. It was cool. I think I was at a party for like someone's birthday or something, but it was on a rooftop. It was so great. And then I was like, oh,
I wonder what
this
he
is
was
like
doing there.
this is like a younger group.
He's
of people.
young. Yeah, he's a young one.
Yeah.
He's
And I was
definitely
like,
younger
oh,
than
but
you're used to.
I was there with a group of friends that were like my age, and then as the people filled in, I was like, oh, and so we went to a bar, across the street. We kind of headed out.
You
But it was
and
lovely to-
Ben?
No, no,
You and
I
your crew.
I kind of dipped off a
Yeah.
little bit,
Yeah.
and then headed home.
Yeah.
Oh, I met. There's someone that I need you to meet.
Who?
Because I think that you would be connected in a way that, as you do, it's someone that you'd fall in love with. I went last week to a dinner for Instagram, and it was a very curated group of people. I don't know why I still was like, I don't know why. I don't know how I got this invite. And I'm sitting there, and it was so great. And they put me next to like the head of Instagram, Adam, that like is like the face of Instagram. I had to hold back from being like, I think that you're my best friend. Like, Brooke, I need you to meet him. I need you to meet him.
Adam what?
It's Adam M.
Adam M.
And
Okay.
I'm thinking it's like Maserati or something.
Maserati.
Yeah, something like that. Maserati.
Maser. Yeah, I got him right up. Oh. Yeah, he looks like he could be your best friend.
So we're chatting, obviously. Like, I feel like we're hitting it off. in like a way that like two best friends would. And then like obviously like I leave that situation and I'm like, I was probably being really annoying because he probably is like there to be like humanizing the brand. And then I was like kind of embarrassed and I was like kicking myself. Guess who DMs me 3 days later?
Adam M.
Adam M. He goes, that was really fun. And I go, it was really fun. Yeah, we're best friends.
Oh, I love
and I'm gonna connect you too because I really feel like you would hit it off as well.
Okay.
It was lovely.
I'd love to meet him.
let
Wait,
me
I have
see.
an update.
Hit me with an update while I'm jumping in here.
Rob and John's dynamic has completely shifted. Something happened while I was gone.
In a good way?
Yeah, actually. Now John thinks that he is the owner of an invisibility cloak. And so he thinks that no one can see him when he's like creeping up very slowly to Rob. And he's just been like swatting at Rob so much, which is actually really good because that's how John plays. He used to just like run away from Rob because he was scared of him. But now he's like swatting the shit out of Rob, which is great because he's comfortable being near him and wants to play. Rob is giving him literally nothing. Like he'll just sit there with his arms crossed like a teacher who's like, I'll wait while John swats. Yeah. But that's a good update. And they're very like comfortable just like being close.
Do you ever think that maybe like once you were removed from the equation, they were able to connect in a way that like you were an obstacle to?
I do think I'm the problem. Yeah. Because it's a territory thing with Rob.
Uh-huh.
So I know I'm the problem, but it's like there's not much I can do besides like leave.
It does suck that we can't speak to them.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Like, what's the deal? Like, is it me?
It is me.
If it's me, like, I'll give you guys space during the day. Well, maybe that's good because you don't have to feel as much guilt when you're gone then because obviously things are kosher.
That's true, but I just like miss them in a way that doesn't feel normal for a pet owner. Like it's something's not right. It's like I can't really enjoy myself when I'm away from them.
Yeah, I get it, man. I completely get it.
It just doesn't feel right. But anyway,
well,
I just love things too much.
I love stuff too.
Yeah,
I love things.
It's just like I wish I
you're
could
more
turn
of
the
a-
dial down. You know.
Yeah. Do you think you're more of a things kind of girl, or do you think you're more of a stuff kind of gal?
Ooh, I really
think I know
love things.
Brooke, me too.
Yeah.
I love things. Stuff? I don't think so.
Stuff is like cluttery. Things are treasures.
Things can be treasures. Ooh, I can't wait. I'm finally shipping all my stuff out and I'm going to have all my tchotchkes that are going to be all over my shelf.
I will never forget. I like met this boy.
Ooh.
No, when I was like 6 or something, it was just like my mom's like friend's kid. And I was just like hanging out with this new kid. It like seems like, oh, I'm just hanging out with this boy. It was just like a new buddy. Like I was a little kid. And he was like, I want to show you my treasure chest. And he went under his bed and pulled out a shoebox. And I was like, holy shit. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Opens the shoebox. And there were just like, it was like a rock with googly eyes, like a slinky, $1, like just, and I looked at that and I said, those are treasures.
Those are things.
Those are things. Those are treasures. And like, I have spent my whole life trying to curate objects in the
You're chasing that.
Chasing the high of him pulling that shoebox out from under his bed. And I've never gotten there. It was the perfect curation.
You could maybe start a shoebox, maybe today even.
And you know, people with ADHD are really good. I think maybe that's what was going on there. He seemed like a kid who had a lot going on. People with ADHD are really good at like creating stuff or things piles.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They're natural sorters.
No, they're not. Sorters.
Or the opposite.
Oh, that's a different type that I have. And I finally have a junk drawer in my apartment, which is just like that's kind of like things are coming together.
Well, what I'm saying is that like people with ADHD have hundreds of junk drawers, but like they're curated really well. It's just like the right mix of junk.
I know where stuff is. Like when my mom would come into like my college house or whatever, and she would organize stuff, and like I wasn't there. I'm like, Mom, I don't know where you put anything. And she's like, well, it's really obvious to me where stuff should go. And to me, it was like I knew for a fact that like I can find a rubber band and a mint in the same drawer. Like I can find, I know where that stuff is. Like my pliers are in with like my textbooks.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
know that. I know where stuff is.
Yeah. The mint and the rubber band is such classic kitchen junk drawer behavior.
Yeah. Because like I'm not gonna dump
There's
these
bedroom junk drawer. There's kitchen junk drawer. Like there's different stuff in different junk drawers, which is like, yeah, of course, it's obvious. But anyway.
Okay, let me because of one of our sponsors today, I did have like a eureka moment I have to talk about. There's a commercial out right now for some sort of payment application where they have Patrick Schwarzenegger like dancing for it. It is so like horrible. It's so hard to watch. Like, have you seen it?
No, but I really love him.
I know. It's just like
I'm
his face.
so endeared
his-
to him.
His
by
face
him.
isn't reflecting the movements that they're having him do.
Isn't or is?
They are not. Like his face is not matching the movements that they're having him do. And I'm just like, it's like every time I watch it, I'm just like, ooh.
Can we pull it up?
Makes me kind of
Izzy?
want to take my skin off. When he gets in and they pay for the first time.
I've seen this, but I don't.
It's on like streaming services a lot
I don't-
right now.
I don't recall the dancing. Oh,
Like it works for her really well, but I can't do it.
he's
No, like it's still going.
he's out of his comfort zone. That's where
Yeah.
growth happens. Oh, see, I'm still feeling completely endeared.
I know you're endeared to this. It's just like something for me. I'm like, oh,
I really love the guy. I don't know what it is.
special. He's special. I like him too. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave you with that personally.
Thank you.
I do want to just flag that we did hit the halfway point in June, that we are now closer to 2050 than 2000. And I'm going to leave you guys with that.
I wish you didn't.
I know but I have to know it. So now X amount of people listening and watching, you have to know it too.
The fact that
Well-
like there will be a day when someone's like, "What's the date?" and it's like, "Oh, November 6th, 2050," and like we'll be there to say it, God willing, like, and we won't be like ancient. It's just another day in 2050.
Well, you know who's not going to see 2050? The bug that's ever so slowly moving towards my head.
I just got so sick thinking about the fact that my cats will not be there.
You don't know that because there is that new drug, that longevity drug for dog that just dropped that extends dog's life, which we invented by proxy by talking about how they should invent that in the manifestation space. So another win for BNC. we should change our acronym to BNC Dubs. BNC wins.
He wins. Okay, I'm starting to feel sick from the note that we
2050
left
talk.
off on. So,
I'm sorry. Well, the good news is at least your birthday is tomorrow and today for those listening.
Well,
Everyone jump online and
28
follow
now,
Brooke
yeah.
on Instagram and wish her a happy birthday.
Connor, please. I am 28. So it's
Oh my
Tuesday.
gosh. Well, I'm oily as shit, and guess what? It's not just my screen like I thought it was. It's physically what I look like. So I'll leave you guys with that, and then Brooke, just thanks for everything, and we'll see
Thank
you
you.
in a second.
See you shortly.
Bye, guys.
This week on Close Friends. POV, you're like a toy, and someone says that'd be a great stocking stuffer.
Wow.
Like I was microaggressed to the gods.
She was a freak. She was like, I'm gonna fuck the Grinch.
Sorry, I need to play with my eyelids.
I have to blow my nose. Hang on. Great episode.
Great.
So stupid. Oh, it's getting away from us. When did we have it? Sign up on tmgstudios.tv to watch the full bonus episode.